Hey girls, welcome back to Unfazed and Unbothered. I'm Camo.
I'm Tasia.
So we have not recorded together in now 2 weeks. A lot has transpired. So, we're just gonna start this episode off like we've been starting them off, just kind of letting you bitches know. So you want to start us off, girl? The past 2 weeks, anything new, exciting, fresh, fun, sexy, gorgeous?
So I don't really think anything's actually, I can't even say that. I was about to say, I don't think there's much new, but there's actually a lot new. Why do I always say that? Okay. So Greenlee started daycare 2 weeks ago. So she's at daycare now. She's on her second week. She's loving it. I decided to put her in daycare because she's literally been in the house with me for all her life, literally. Yeah. And so she's so I'm really proud to say that she's very advanced. Like she loves people. She's always wanting to be on the go. And obviously when I had Princeton, I realized that she really does need to get out more and mama needs a break.
Yeah, girl, she needs some social interaction. So I'm glad she's enjoying it. I was scared that she was gonna have separation issues, but she seems to really love it.
Yeah, she really does. She's thriving. Like she is so excited when we get there. She'll say, bye, mommy. And then when I pick her up, she cries because she doesn't want to come home. So she's loving it. But also, it would be different if I didn't work at all, but I do work. So being a caretaker for the kids during the day and then also working, it's a lot. And I think the last time we filmed for the podcast, I had a panic attack and I had to go to the bathroom for a little bit and just shed a little tear or five and, kind of recoup because it's hard doing the podcast with both of the kids here because she talks so much. She's not going to be quiet while we're recording. And I know that I have to get it done. And so I think that was kind of the nail in the coffin. I just knew that I had to put her in daycare and she is so much more happier. So that was a really good decision. And then also, I think the last time we recorded, I didn't have my license back yet. And
she is driving. She's a driving mama.
So I'm driving now, which I'm really excited about. And everybody asked, do you get anxiety driving? And yes, I did. There was multiple occasions where I had to pull over in a parking lot and just kind of get myself together because I started having a panic attack. And obviously that's going to happen, I guess, because I haven't driven so long. But now I'm good. I don't get anxiety about driving. I'm ready to go. And everything's really, really good. And I'm a lot happier. I'm a thriving beauty queen.
Well, she has freedom now. So
yeah, it's it's a lot. It's honestly a lot. I didn't realize, but it takes a lot mentally to not be able to have just that little bit of freedom. Now I can, make sure that I can go to my appointments and stuff like that. I don't have to rely on Gavin to take me or anything. I can just do it for myself, which makes me feel good. But how was your trip to LA, friend? What's new with you?
Okay, so I did go on a last minute R&R retreat. I'll say a little rest and relaxation with my girl. We didn't do a whole lot, but I think that was the beauty in it. I feel it was a detox. I just enjoyed the view. We went on a few walks. We walked around, Burbank and what else? Melrose, a few iconic places for some vintage shopping. We did that one or two times. But the 9 days that I was out there was really spent me just detoxing my mind, body, and spirit. I've had some interesting events transpire in my not ladylike. And things happen in my personal life in the past few weeks. I'm not gonna really talk about that because I don't really want to discuss and hash up my personal life anyways. But yeah, it was kind of a reprieve from that. I did also get some more fillers in my face. Westside Aesthetics, hit up Slay Injector. That's my girl. Love her. Tell him Camo sent you. It's in Beverly Hills, girls. This is not a paid sponsorship either. So just saying. But also, I feel over the past 2 weeks since we recorded last, I have really broken a lot of bad habits and gotten a lot of things under control in my life, or at least I'm I'm regaining control. I feel like I think the last episode we recorded, I had like at that point lost like 5 or 6 pounds, but now as of this morning, I'm down 20 pounds. So I was very excited when I saw that. I did kind of upset a few people, a lot of people actually, with the last TikTok I made, kind of showing what I ate yesterday. And to me, like, I'm trigger warning, we're gonna go into eating disorders. Okay, so for the past like 3 years, I have really, it's been hard to like myself because after losing my mom, I got so bad with my binge eating that I became somebody I couldn't recognize anymore. And that's not to say that like I don't have like a level of confidence. I feel like there's a lot of duality when like I have this like self-love for myself, but also this self-hatred. And I'm really trying to just like exile, the hatred out and like only love myself. And I feel like in order to do that, I need to feel my best. And, I've been doing really good. I have not, what's crazy, I've not even told you this. You know me, I drink like 3 coffees a day. In the past 3 weeks, I've had 3 coffees.
That's really good. That's good for you. I wish I could do the same, but I can't.
I mean, I am drinking a sugar-free Red Bull right now, but, I don't even drink these. This was just because this morning I was like, I got to get up. We got to do the podcast and I need some energy. But like, I've not been relying on caffeine. I've really been mindfully eating. And if that bothers some people, so be it. A lot of people have been asking me to kind of document what I'm eating, and I'm going to continue doing that. I don't feel like I don't want to put the energy out there that I'm promoting an eating disorder. And if that's what it's coming off like, so be it. Back in the day when I lost like a big amount of weight, there was days I didn't eat at all, like anything. And so the fact that I'm still eating and still being mindful, like, okay, I need to get some carbs in, I need to get some fats in, I need to get some this, that in, like, I don't see a problem with that. Maybe some people don't think I'm eating enough, but like my body,
you are, though,
I feel comfortable. Like I'm not starving and I'm not gorging myself.
And you're not under eating. You're literally reaching your calorie limit a day, and that's okay.
Yeah, in order to like really lose weight, like people always want to look for like an easy way out. They always want to like find a magic pill or some type of remedy, but it really comes down to less calories in and, you doing more essentially. So I've been walking 10,000 steps every day. If you have an iPhone, your health app, without you even knowing, it's already tracking that. So I keep tabs on that. I make sure I hit my 10,000 step goal. It's not hard to do. It's like 2 or 3 hours of walking. We all could benefit from that. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's dramatic. Some people walk 20 and 30,000 steps a day. And I've just been eating around 1,500 calories. Some days I might eat 1,300 calories because I wasn't that hungry. And some days I'll eat 1,700 and I'm not going to beat myself up either way. But I mean, for those who don't know, like what really actually bothers me about the comments on my last video is that y'all have a problem now and y'all are saying something now. But let me tell you, from the time that you guys met me on TikTok till now, I've gained 55 something pounds. Why? Where was that energy before? I was eating on some days 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day to the point where I was sick and I was having, trigger warning, I was having to gag myself. I'm not doing that anymore. So I feel like I'm just mindfully eating and I feel good. I feel comfortable. I'm not starving myself. If I get hungry, I'm not just going to be like, fucking shut up, stomach, I'm not eating. No, like I'm legitimately eating. So maybe I'll try to implement some more protein or something, whatever. But it is what it is.
My thing is, it's so weird because I had this realization, I think it was yesterday, and I just stopped caring because I used to be very worried about like people thinking I'm problematic. And now I just don't care. And I say that because I've realized that no matter what you do or post or say, somebody's going to find fault in it. And so just literally, and this is a thing too, is I feel like when you have a bigger platform, people expect you to like walk on eggshells and like watch what you say and pick what you say and do all these things. And like, that's actually far from what you should do. I mean, you gain the followers from being yourself. So keep being yourself. Don't allow comments and you having followers to like change yourself. Like, and when I saw all the comments after you post the video, it bothers me anyways, because people are like, why don't you ever do like what I eat in a day? I actually did it twice on my spam TikTok account, and people literally were like, oh my gosh, like you can't, like you're not eating enough. Like you can't use a smoothie as a meal replacement. Like your body needs food. First of all, what do you think's in a smoothie? There's food in it, and there was 400 something calories. So yes, that could definitely be a meal replacement. Literally, for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, you need 365 something calories.
Wait, what?
So there's an app that I had, right? It was MyFitnessPal. So like after I had the baby, I was like tracking my calories to like help me lose the baby weight. And it had said like for breakfast, make sure you eat 365, for lunch, 365, and dinner. Obviously it's hard, and most of the time like I ate over it, but as long as I wasn't going past that calorie.
Oh girl, no, you need to eat a little more than that, because that's like 900 calories.
Well, it's not including snacks. You have to have 3 snacks a day.
Oh, okay.
So this is Park Creek Apartments. I got a call, so let's take a break. It's about the neighbor.
Break. Okay.
Sorry about that, girls. I've been having a lot of issues with the neighbors that live above me, and the apartment complex called me and was like, yay, they're actually moving out. So we had to go on a break. I didn't want to miss that call.
That's terrific news, though, because they are nuisances.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they are like so mad at the fact that I have like called on them. And this is the thing is, I know we live in an apartment. I know that it's going to happen, but like they're just literally so disrespectful. They argue. They're loud on purpose because we've called on them. They've tried to block me in a parking spot when I had the kids in the car, like just like being very excessive. So they've just taken it too far. So I'm glad they're moving out. That was the best phone call I could have gotten all year.
I mean, literally, we'll be in here and it sounds like someone's fucking bowling up there.
Well, they fight. They like slam each other on the floor, and like they literally do fight each other. Like we've heard their whole argument, and like they'll get mad and like you can hear them like pushing each other on the ground and shit, and like slamming them into doors and cabinets. I'm like, okay, period, and
Bitch,
pop off.
Bye. Y'all need to break up. Like, if all you do is argue as a couple, why are you together? Why?
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, y'all are taking it a little too far. But anyways, we were talking about the FitnessPal thing. So yeah, you have the weight that I was at after I had Princeton. You know, the app will tell you like how much you're supposed to eat. Like it'll ask you your height, what your weight is. It'll help you lose the proper amount of weight in the time that you're supposed to. It doesn't promote like, you know, losing an excessive amount of weight. Like I think my goal at one point was too low for my height. And so it told me that and recommended that I eat a certain amount of calories to not get that low. And so that's what I did. But yeah, like you eat 3 meals a day and then, you know, eat the 3 snacks. So anyways, it's getting a little.
So it comes up to like what, like 1,300 calories, 1,200 calories?
Yeah, for the weight that I was at. But once I reached my goal weight, it, you know, had told me like I can eat more now and stuff like that. So I really like that because I was eating enough, getting the proper amount of calories, and now I'm happy with where I'm at. But anyways, the comments on your TikTok bothered me so bad because anybody that struggles with eating, period, binge eating, anorexia, whatever the case may be, they should know that you just simply don't comment on what somebody eats, period. And so I had actually, you know, posted the what I eat in a day video, and people were yeah, and it was triggering. It really, really was. I'm like, y'all are like, what? You're taking it too far. So one thing that I will speak my mind about is when it comes to eating, I don't care if the person has followers. I don't care. It's not your responsibility to walk on eggshells because of what other people might think or do. You're literally trying to keep your own self in check and keep your own mental health going good. And the fact that people would even have the audacity to comment something like that, like you're contradicting everything that you have to say. So that's why I commented that. And then somebody was like, well, when you had this amount of followers, like you shouldn't post that. And I just said, blah, 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 blah.
But the thing is like, you can't just expect everyone who has a platform to be a role model. Like, you've been to prison. I've went to jail. I've done some shiesty shit in my life. We haven't even touched base on some of the shit we've done in this show. Like, we are not, use us as inspirations. Use us as like guidance of things to not do. Learn from that. But like, I would not consider myself to be a role model.
And that's not your responsibility if somebody is looking to you for that.
Now,
it's not your responsibility.
Now, again, I do want to emphasize that, like, I don't want to promote unhealthy habits. But to be fair, I don't think that I was...
You're still getting enough calories. It's not unhealthy. As long as you're reaching your calorie goal and you're doing what you're saying you're doing about getting your protein and your carbs and all these things, good for you. It's not your responsibility for somebody to be like, that's not enough food. Worry about the business that pays yours. It's very clear that a lot of people they don't have a business that's paying theirs because they're always in somebody else's fucking business.
Right. They were saying like, oh, I ate 600 calories yesterday. Where did you come up with that number though? Because I literally measured my calories and it was like 1,300. There was like, I had a latte with oat milk, which was like 200 calories. And then I had something else that I forgot to mention in the video, which was like 200 something calories. So like I had like an extra 500 or 450-ish calories that were not even in that video.
And that's the thing
I ate like right under 13 or like right at 1,300 calories. But like regardless, think like back in the day, like way, way, way back in like the old days, like people had to go catch their food and find their food. I'm sure people went days without eating, like, and people fast, like that. Those are things like when people fast for religious reasons, people don't say, oh, you're starving yourself. They respect it. So like, just respect my journey. Like I'm actually very impressed with how well I've done. And like, I was really concerned that I wasn't going to be able to maintain this momentum because I have had like a lot of fads where I would go like a week and I would lose like 5 pounds. I would do really good. And I would like get too ahead of myself and then fuck it all up. But but now I feel like I'm like finally fully like in control. Like I have not even had any sweets. Like I've not had pastries. I've not like had cookies. I've not had chips. I've had nothing unnatural. Like the most sugar I'm like, I am getting, natural sugars because I'm eating a lot of fruits, but like BioLite got plenty of sugar in it also. But I'm not like getting much sugar elsewhere. Like I'm not eating candy. I'm not eating cookies. I'm not eating pastries, sweets, or like really carby things. Like, I don't know. I did buy a lot of food today to eat, like a big Greek salad. I got some vegetables to munch on. I got a banana. I'll probably make like a turkey roll up also. Like, so I'm going to document everything I eat today as well. But I'm not going to starve myself. So don't worry, girls. I'm not going to do that. I'm physically too big to literally starve myself. Like I would hurt. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm also not going to start just eating 2 and 2,500 calories, a day because people are like, this is not enough. Y'all are not even health experts. So, like if my life depended on it, if my doctor was telling me you need to lose weight or you need to, because like health reasons, like diabetes is something that I was really concerned about. My toes went numb. When we first met, like my toes were numb for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's when I started like getting into my binge eating. And I think that like really scared me, but it obviously didn't scare me enough to like get my shit together back then. And now I've just like really gotten way off track with like my physical state and like how I feel. And like people can say, oh, you're doing this for selfish reasons, or you're doing this because you want whatever you want to like pinpoint it. But to be honest, like in order for somebody to really feel comfortable and secure and to really love themselves, they had to feel comfortable. And I remember when I was like really small, I never thought about my body. I never thought about like when I put something on, how I looked in it, because I knew I looked damn good. And I want to like regain that power and like really, especially because I do want to really take my music seriously. Like when we wrap this show up, I do want to really focus on my music, and I will not be able to feel comfortable performing or like going out and meeting and networking if I'm not comfortable in my body. That's not to say that I hate where I'm at now. I'm loving the process. I feel really good today. I came in here, woke up feeling like a bad bitch, and like I know that I'm only going to feel and look badder and badder and badder as time goes on and time progresses. And I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to regain myself. Like, I want to feel myself again. And like, I feel like when you feel yourself, that's when you would start attracting people into your life. Like, how can I be in a relationship if I'm not even fully comfortable with myself? You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not that I'm losing weight to like get in a relationship, like, but at the same time, like, if that is ever something that I want to consider, I need to be comfortable with myself in order for that, because it'll bleed into your relationship. You start like showing insecurities, or you're not comfortable with yourself, your partner reads that and they're like, oh, I'm not interested. Like, confidence is everything. Like, for your work, for you to find happiness, for you to be happy with yourself, for like a relationship to work. So like, it's just like a whole, it's a much bigger picture. But I say all that to say this: I feel really good about myself. I feel really good about where I'm at, and there's nothing that's gonna fuck me up. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. If people don't like it, fuck off, eat my ass. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing. This topic is very controversial anyway. People are gonna have opinions, but I just stopped caring what people think. I don't care if I come off rude. I don't care if people think that I'm not considerate. I just don't care anymore, because I just don't care. I mean, I've literally been to prison. I've been through everything under the sun, and I'm not going to let people's comments on what they have to say about me when they don't know me personally affect me. Just, right. I don't give a fuck.
What shocked me was there was like even a handful of people who commented, and it was almost like they were trying to like flex in a way, because they were like, oh, you need to get it together because I have a chronic illness and I don't eat for days at a time. It's like, okay, so why are you even speaking on me still eating 12 to 1,500 calories? Like, we're not in the same, like, I hope you get better. Like, I do feel for you, and like, I do hope that like you can fix that issue, because that's not good. Like, that really is a problem. But like, me eating 13, 14, 15, 1,600 calories a day is really not a problem. That's how literally everybody loses weight.
It's nobody's business. It
really isn't. I'm not sick. Maybe I am. Maybe I fucking am. Like, I do have an appointment to go see the psychiatrist coming up sometime in April. So I am very excited about that. But yeah, like.
So, because I even commented on the video. After this, we'll stop talking about this because I know it's probably annoying, but I just wanted to speak over this. I said, these comments are so ridiculous. They contradict themselves anyways. Anyone who struggles with eating knows not to comment on what others eat, period. And then my sister-in-law commented and said, people failing to realize that most of them don't even eat some days. He is eating every day regardless of the amount. Somebody says, okay, but someone is posting what they are eating and they have a huge platform. Of course, people are going to comment, this is not enough calories. I said, blah, 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 blah. Yes, very immature of me, but I choose immature, and what about it? Somebody said, stop girl, LOL. And then somebody said, stop what? And then another person said, okay, but Miss Girl has 2 million followers. How is that okay? Cam is literally teaching how to have an eating disorder. You're missing the bigger picture, Miss Tasia. No, I don't give a fuck. So you're missing the picture because I don't give a fuck. I
don't want to promote an eating disorder. So that's not what I'm trying to do here. People asked me what I ate and I documented it. Like, I'll work on doing better. Like, I'll be more mindful, but like, also y'all don't even know how many calories I ate that day. So like, anyways, we are going to be answering some more of you guys' questions. I love answering y'all's questions. It's just very interactive, very cute and gorgeous. So Jocelyn Isabella asked, give us the 411 on how to know when people are worth staying in your life.
I would say, when they're worth, I think it's really what you feel. Like, if you feel like somebody is worth it, then it is what it is. I think a lot of people think that, like, for example, if like people show you time and time again that you shouldn't have them as a friend or whatever the case may be, like you're supposed to just give up on them. But I think a lot of times some of the best people can like turn out to be so much more than what they're giving. Like, for example, like I've had friendships that like for a while, like, back in the day, I really didn't think that maybe we'd be friends forever. And then as we got older and we grew, I realized that sometimes you just go through things in your life. And sometimes like being at a certain age can affect other people or like what they're going through in life. And so it really just depends on like what you feel. Like I've had friendships that I've had for years because I never gave up on them and vice versa. Like, for example, I used to be a bad friend. going through drug addiction, being an alcoholic and all these things, and people still stuck by my side. So
I think it really comes down to the effort people put into it. Like, if someone is not giving you effort or they're not meeting you halfway, that's when I kind of pull the plug. Like, I feel like I give people a lot of chances again and again and again and again, and I kind of give people a lot of leeway because I do like to see the best in people. I do kind of look for the good in everyone. And maybe that's a toxic trait of mine, but like at some point, if the vibe is not reciprocated, if the feelings are not mutual, if the friendship is not being met halfway or relationship or, you know, even family, like, then that's when, you know, like the vibe has to be mutual. There has to be a mutual understanding of each other and y'all's feelings and of the connection in order for it to work. And I love a low maintenance friendship. Like, I have a lot of friends from middle school ongoing that I've maintained, and most of them are low maintenance friends. Like, I have my like handful of core girls that I see regularly, like you. I talk to Trent regularly, my friend Ariana, and William. Like, outside of that, like, I don't really see many people. I still talk to like a lot of people on and off, but like, I love a low maintenance friendship. We don't have to talk for 6 months and then boom, we link up and it's like no time has passed. And I love when it's like when you're comfortable. Like, if you meet up with somebody 6 months down the road that you haven't seen in a while and it's like weird and awkward, or they like feel hit, or they're like, oh, you don't hit me up, or girl, bye. We're grown ass adults. But really, this like the feelings have to be mutual. You just have to put in effort, and that's all I can say on that. Alicia Hicks, hey girl, asked, what are some things you guys like doing outside of social media, like hobbies, for instance?
I'm a retail therapy girl.
Girl, same.
Me and Gavin both are. So like
Material girls.
Yeah, we really are. We were just saying that the other day, like, what's your dream vacation? To be honest, like, I can't just sit on a beach and be like, oh, I enjoy this unless I'm fucked up. But like a good retail therapy, we love that. It's very cute and gorgeous. And that truly makes me happy. It does. It does. And that's why my psychiatrist said I was bipolar, because she said I spend money like that. But I'm like, girl, I'm not bipolar. I retail therapy. That's a thing.
No, it is. And dude, like, I had so much serotonin this weekend from, you know, and like, I feel like a crash of serotonin after. Anyways, but today I've been really good with not spending. I've not been shopping. I've not really went thrifting. I've not made any impulsive, excessive purchases in a while. Another bad habit I've really been working out. And this morning, though, I got on Instagram when I left Publix after I got groceries, and I saw Ulta across the street, and on my phone popped up a Too Faced ad for this blush. And I was like, I need to go to Ulta really quick. And I spent $100 on makeup that I didn't need. It was serotonin. So retail therapy, definitely. But I really love going to parks. I love hiking. I love being in nature, being near water. I think I've mentioned this before. Like, I know that I probably don't like strike you girls as somebody who likes that, but I am obsessed with Mother Nature, being like in the elements, the wind, the sun, like all of it. It just like really makes me feel good, and it like just lights my spirit up. But I love writing music, and yeah. Let's see. Oh. Consistently your bitch. Okay, period. What was Camo like in school? A hot fucking mess, girl. Thanks for asking. Oof. It was rough. I think I got a lot of shit for like my obsession with Lady Gaga. I've talked about that before, so I'm not gonna like dive too deep into that. But I was like unhealthily obsessed with her to the point where like I would only wear a Lady Gaga shirt from like I think 10th grade to my senior year. Every day I had a Lady Gaga shirt on. I might wear a jacket over it, but there was a Lady Gaga shirt on. I always dyed my hair. I literally dyed my hair like every color under the sun. That's a lie. But I did do like a purple maroon. I did like black, blue, black. I would bleach my hair. Every time I bleached my hair, bitch, it was so bad. It would be orange and yellow. And like I was always doing botched jobs on myself. I cut my own hair all the time. Like I had this little peacock moment going on where I would cut the crown of my hair short and I would spike it up with like got to be and like, girl, it was a mess. I was definitely a little seeny weeny. It was crazy though because like my style and the music I listened to totally separate. Like everyone else who dressed like me was listening to like Pierce the Veil and like My Chemical Romance and like Hot Topic ass artists, and I was listening to Lady Gaga and Michael Jackson and R&B music. Like something wasn't making sense. But you know what? That was me, and here she is, still kind of a little emo girl.
I just want to let you girls know that like if y'all are watching the visual and like I'm always on my phone, it's really hard for me to focus. And so like I am focusing when I'm on my phone. It's something about doing something. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really bad actually. The doctor actually prescribed me a medication called Strattera, but like I haven't started taking it. But I think I am because I have such a hard time focusing. Like it's ridiculous. So I don't want people to be like, Tasia's rude, but like I'm just trying to focus.
No, she's just doing her thing. But that same person, I don't know if you want to answer this.
First time Tasia tried drugs and alcohol. So I think I was 14. Yeah, I was 14 because I had like started smoking weed, doing Molly, drinking, and then I really didn't get into hard drugs until I went through traumatic issues in my life. And then I started turning to harder drugs. And it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm going to go do hard drugs today. It was around me and I just did it. So, yeah.
So that's on it. Jazz Cab Bag. Okay, y'all got some interesting names on here. How have you worked to set healthy boundaries in your life? Honestly, just don't tolerate bullshit. Like, communication is key. Like, that's a big thing that I've had to work on in the past 2 years, especially. And if there's a problem, let's communicate it right, spot on. Like, I mean, me and Trent, when I was hanging out with him in LA, like, we got into a little fight, but, like, we addressed everything right there in the moment rather than 2 years ago, like, building up to our falling out. Like, there was a lot of things that I bottled up and, like, little stupid shit that didn't even matter. But, like, I was not being a mature adult and an effective communicator in the moment and being like, bitch, cut that shit out. It's annoying, or whatever the case might be. So I was just letting things fester. But now I feel like communication has really helped set boundaries. Like, I'm very firm in what I will not tolerate in friendships, relationships. And yeah, just know who you are, know what you expect, and also communicate at all times. Like, communication really is key in everything. Everything. Yeah.
Yes, get into it, yes.
Okay. Call Me Knack wants to know, where are some places you want to travel to?
I want to go to the Bahamas. I've never been, and I've also never been out of the country.
Me neither.
So I really want to do something like that. But also, I haven't been traveling in years because I always was in jail or whatever. And so this summer, I'm actually going to be traveling, and I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I really want to just be go this year, and I feel like I've kicked the year off pretty well. I've went a few places, and I'm supposed to go to Denver in a few weeks actually, so I'm excited about that. But I want to, like, my dream one day is to like be on like a island that's just like no one else is around, just me and my homegirls, or me and my boo thing if I have one at the time. Like, just post it up, something very tropical, very islandy. Or, like, I really want to go to a rainforest, bitch. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but, like,
yes, Yes, you can make it. Think about all the pictures you could take there.
Girl, I know. And then like the stress of like potentially having your face ripped off by like a panther or something, it would be fun.
That'll make your pussy throb.
It really will. So like,
I'm so stupid.
I love danger. I love adrenaline. So like, I obviously don't want to come into contact with a panther realistically. But if I saw one, I'd be like, hey girl, do your thing. Don't fuck with me, okay? Okay, she got her groceries, period. Girl boss queen. Okay, period. Clearly
Aww.
we're very distracted human beings.
I feel bad.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe she walked over there just to walk.
Girl, I used to love to just walk to the plaza down the street. Yeah. She's dressed cute and gorgeous. She said, girl, I'm getting my steps in. She went to Marshall. She went to Target. Girl, live your truth, queen. Anyways, let me see. Let me find one more juicy question. Like, I have a lot of screenshots of questions you girls have asked. What are you listening to these days, Tasia, while I find a good question?
To be honest, the only thing I listen to is like Christian music and
Girl, that's a damn lie. You be throwing that shit back.
Well, on TikTok, I like the little audios, yes. But like in the car, I really do only listen to Christian music because like lately for the past 2 mornings, for the first time in maybe a year, I was listening to like Little Baby and it just doesn't hit the same. Like
I was going to say, girl, because every time we would ever be in the car together.
Yeah, but it just like doesn't hit the same. But like also, I don't really feel comfortable listening to that kind of music with the babies in the car. But like for the past few days, like I did do it for a little bit, but then I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is, but like it's really hard for me to get into music anymore. And like, I don't know if it's just because I'm so busy and like when I get, time to myself, I want it to be quiet. Even Gavin's come home and he's like, why is it so quiet in here? I'm like, because I never get it. I'm soaking in this quiet.
Girl, I can't go without music. Right now, I'm really obsessed with Can You Blame Me by Kehlani. It's like I think it's like a year old, but like the song, like the lyrics and like the sound of it just really hit in like my pussy, like what I'm feeling right now. But I love music. Like music is, in my opinion, a love language in itself. Like if I am ever to be with somebody, like we have to have such similar tastes in music. And I listen to the most off the wall shit. So like it's gonna be.
But also like I listen to Morgan Wallen, but I don't like country. But I do like Morgan Wallen's music.
Okay, period.
I know you're probably like, what? But like I do. It's really genuinely good.
I mean, look, I'll say this. His music is good. But like it's just like that's like murky waters. I'm like scared to even get into that because like that he did really do some foolish fucked up shit. And obviously, people make mistakes, but like you're like too old and too famous to like be saying and getting away with stuff like that. Like it does suck because he is genuinely such a talented musician and he really like had a great thing going and his sound is great. Like it sounds sexy, but like I just can't get down because of I don't know.
Well, my opinion on that is people cannot like me because I listen to him, but like I do like him. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh.
But you can also separate the music from the artist. Like there are a lot of artists that have done fucked up things that I still listen to. So like I'm not harping on you.
No, I know that. But I'm saying like just for the listeners, like if people are like, oh my gosh, now I don't like her, like that is what it is. I feel like with everything that I've been through and like I can say like I'm reformed and like I've made mistakes. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, just because he's made mistakes, like I can't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, obviously I understand people that don't, but I actually do like him and his music.
I want to answer some of these, but I don't know if you're comfortable answering these type of questions, Tasia.
Oh, no, that might be a little bit disrespectful. Like, I don't think I would like it if,
Okay, period. You know what?
I think people fuck with us too. Like there was a Q&A I did for a YouTube video and it was like, do you shit yourself? And I said every day.
Yeah, what?
Every day I do. I shit my pants.
It's every day, bro.
Yeah, it's every day, bro, with the same. Speaking of that, he is wow. Anyways.
Oh, God. Mr. Paul.
That's a scary sight.
Oh, my God.
I don't give a shit. What about it?
Didn't y'all, like, date back in the day?
I don't recall. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to hash up any...
You mean Mr. Paul from next door. That's who we're talking about. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Girl.
Next.
What is the hardest thing you've ever had to learn in life? Okay, so I feel like a big lesson that I've had to learn is you're not going to find, or not going to find, that's not the right verbiage. Stop searching for yourself and other people. Like, you're going to be let down. Like, I feel like, obviously, you know, I'm a fucked up person. I'm flawed. I'm a flawed individual like everybody. But I do also know where my heart is and where my intentions are. And when I get involved with someone platonically, romantically, whatever the case may be, friendship or more, like, I really feel like I go above and beyond to, like, prove that I am genuine and that I'm a good friend or that I'm a good partner. And it's just, like, rarely reciprocated. And so that is, like, it's kind of like a hard pill to swallow because I feel like I've done so much for some people and, like, it's a lot of times not reciprocated. But then I do know that I kind of go above and beyond, and I kind of had to train myself to, like, not have those expectations. Like, I be doing a little more than I should sometimes, and then, like, I kind of get, like, upset when I feel like it's not being reciprocated, but, like, I'm already going above and beyond. So it's like, I don't know. Lower your expectations, I guess.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. Like, I've had to separate myself from certain people just because, like, I've done certain things like I shouldn't have done, and they've promised me that they were going to do this if I helped them out, or just because I wanted to, and, like, they're still doing the same things. And so I'm just like, I can't even tolerate that, you know?
Yeah.
People take advantage. They really do. They take advantage and they're not grateful. I'm just living for this no lash look. Like, I genuinely feel so much better.
Yeah, no, you have not had lashes in a minute.
Yeah, and I'm never getting them again.
You really think you won't?
I'm being so serious. I have never felt more confident without them.
I'm going to be real. It really casted a shadow on your under eyes because they were, like, fucking fans.
Yes.
And it made you look like you had deep bags under your eyes. But now that you don't have them, like,
I look refreshed.
Yeah, no, she looks like a tan goddess. So.
Yes, queen. I'm living.
We're going to wrap this episode up with this last question asked by sup_whore with 3. Anyways. So my best friend slept with my ex-girlfriend while we were still dating. What do I do? Bitch, block, report, abort.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that.
There's no excuse. Let me tell you, I don't care how sexy I think somebody is or, you know, how amazing of a person there is. If you were involved with one of my friends, it's literally off limits. Like, I don't care what type of circumstance we get into. I don't care if y'all broke up and hadn't been together for 2 years and now suddenly we're at a bar and we're both drunk and we're both looking at each other. Motherfucker, no. It's a no for me. Out of respect, let me tell you, I am not a good liar at all. And I have such a guilty conscience when I've done something fucked up to the point, like, I have been in, like, major beefs with people and I was right. And I know I was right. And I still apologize. Like, I couldn't do that. And I couldn't imagine, like, carrying that guilt on my conscience. Like, oh, I fucked over one of my friends, one of my girls. Even, like, if we were just, like, little bit of friends. Like, maybe we're not even best friends. Like, if we were just, like, acquaintances. Like, I still wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. So, yeah, that's, like, a given. Like, block, report.
People,
boards.
like, that are hard to find though. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I've always felt the exact same way. And it's also, I don't know, maybe it was the way I was raised, but, like, there are so many nasty people in this world, like, that want what somebody else has. And it's honestly gross. And a lot of girls are like that. And it's really sad. And that's why, like, I really don't have many girls as friends because girls are just fucking conniving and evil. Not all, but a lot of them. And I have had so many friendships where the girls were like that. They were like that. And I'm not friends with any of them, you know?
Well, I'll say this. I have definitely been involved in the past, which is a toxic trait of mine that I have since exiled and worked my way out. I definitely have been involved with a guy, you know who I'm talking about, in the past who was involved with somebody else. I was not friends with that person though in any regard. Obviously, it wasn't a smart, mature decision of mine. But me and that person had like a 10-year on and off kind of affair going on. But like, if it was a friend, or I wouldn't do it anyways. Period. Now, but like, especially a friend, like someone you're cool with, someone you're like close to. No, like what? Like that you can't really come back from that. Like it would make the friendship so awkward. So, girl, I don't even know why you asked that question, because you know what you need to do. Block, report, abort. But yeah, girls, this was an eventful episode. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, sexy, hot day. Make sure you subscribe, turn on them post bell notifications. Let us know in the reviews what you want, what you want from us, what you liked about this episode. And yeah, like, go tickle your pussy or something. I don't.
Oh my gosh.
We love you.
Love you.